everybody, today I'm going to be talking about my favorite e.l.f. products. Some of these products are pretty new and some of them I've had for a couple months now, but most of them are pretty much new. But e.l.f. is so affordable and just so amazing that it's like you're not going to break the bank if you're going to just go buy some stuff to try out, because you can really spend hardly anything on the stuff, which is great. So I wanted to review some of my favorites and some things that have really worked for me that I've tried recently. I'm first going to start with face products. The first thing is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD Powder, and I've talked about this a lot in videos. I've already hit pan on it. This is just flawless on your face, let me just say. It's like it blurs out any fine lines or wrinkles or pores or anything like that. It definitely has that HD finish, and this keeps my skin matte for the entire day. I was using, I think it was the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation, which I really liked that before, but now my skin is kind of combination and I get oily around like my chin and a little bit on my nose, so that did not keep it at bay, but this definitely does. So if you have oily skin or combo skin, even if you have dry skin, I think this is going to be fine because it just has such a good like finish to your skin. Then I have the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I actually got this at CVS because they now sell e.l.f. at CVS and Target and stuff, which is awesome. But this is supposed to help brighten, also conceal a little bit, but it's pretty much translucent. It has a little bit of a pink tone to it, so it's supposed to help brighten your under eyes, but I mostly use this just to set concealer underneath my eyes. But half the time I'm lazy and I just use that powder I just showed and I just put that all over and use that to set under my eyes too, which it's great for that because it's really finely milled, so it's not going to like cake up under your eyes over top of your concealer. So this is great too if you already have a face powder you like, or if you just need more setting powder under there. If you get like creasing and stuff, this is great for that. So then I have a couple blush and highlight palettes that I absolutely love. The first one is the e.l.f. just blush palette. These are all from their studio line, I believe, because I like their studio line a lot better than their other stuff. But it just looks like this. You get 4 blush colors. They have these in a couple different shades. I believe I've shown this in videos before. I've had this for about a year now and I really like it. So mine is in the shade Light. These are fabulous. Just such great pigmentation right there. You can see it on my hand. So I just, went like that. I didn't like overly rub or anything. You can see just how pigmented those are and perfect. So this is great too. Since they are so pigmented though, you want to be careful and not apply too much. So I just kind of dab it on, especially the darker ones. But that is really great quality too, and it's pretty affordable, I believe. Then it is basically the same exact thing but in the cream form, and I just got this a couple days ago and I tried it out for the first time and I'm completely in love. I'm pretty sure this is the same colors as the other one. They look almost identical, but this is actually the cream form. So I'm actually wearing this one right here right now on my cheeks. I used a ton of these products today just to show you guys what they look like on, but I just fell in love with the texture. It was perfect. It wasn't too pigmented to where I felt like I was stippling on just like a mess, and it also had the right amount of pigmentation, so I didn't have to keep layering it. So the cream ones are actually right there. So you can see they're pretty much the same in color. It's just the cream form. So this is great if you have drier skin or even in the winter time, because it just gives your face a little bit of that glow, and it just looks a little more natural sometimes than powder blush can. And I'll be sure to have swatches and everything and all these products linked on my blog if you want to see picture swatches, if that helps. So the next one is the e.l.f. Illuminating Palette, and this is in, I think it just comes in one shade, I'm not sure. So this is what it looks like. You actually get 4 highlighting powders. When I first saw this, I was like, what is that? Like, I don't even see any shimmer. I don't even know how that's going to do anything. But after I tried it out on my face, I was just so shocked at this. It just gives your face the most natural looking glow. I'm actually wearing this kind of ivory champagne color right now on my cheekbones, and it's so natural. It's like a shimmeriness, but it's not like glitter. Like, you don't actually see the glitter when I'm looking at it. I can't even tell. They look like a satin finish when you actually look at it here. Let me just swatch them though, because it just doesn't do it justice unless it's actually on your face. I don't know. See, it's not even gonna look that good on my hand. Like, I can barely see a shimmer. They're just really, really smooth and very fine in texture to where they just like glide over your skin and just blend out without any work. It's just crazy. I feel like light or dark skin tones could use this, especially this one since it's a little bit of a bronzy color. Darker skin tones are going to look amazing with these too. Lighter skin tones definitely with these, but I use them all and they're fine. You probably can't really see those swatches on my hands just because they are so light, but they're incredible on your face. Like, you just have to try it out. Like, I can see such a glow right now going on in my face without any glitter, which I like. It's not like overly shimmery. It's definitely very natural, but you can build this up if you want like some major highlight. So now onto eyeshadows. The first one that I have here is what I'm wearing today. This is the e.l.f. Everyday Smoky Eyeshadow Palette, and this is supposed to kind of mimic like the Naked palettes and stuff, but You get a bunch of shadows here, all neutral and very smoky too. You can do natural looks like with these, or you can do darker smoky ones. I did something kind of in between today, so just kind of neutral and stuff. I wouldn't say that these are amazing quality. They're not going to totally compare to like some of my high-end eyeshadows, but they're great drugstore versions, and this is a lot better than some of the other drugstore stuff that I've found. But since you get so many shadows for, I think it's like $10, maybe less, but I feel like I kind of have to work a little bit longer, but I can still get a really great smoky eye. So these are a great option. They're not going to crease on you as long as you're wearing an eyeshadow base or a primer, so they're great, but they're not perfect by any means. Like, I do get fallout, I have to be careful, and I have to blend a little bit more, but if you have good brushes and stuff, then this is great. So I'm just going to swatch a couple of them here. They're pretty pigmented. I mean, I feel like they're kind of dry. Maybe that's where I'm trying to pinpoint here what I'm not totally crazy about. But the pigmentation's pretty good. Like, I just barely rubbed that. But this is a great option if you guys want just like an easy smoky palette, really affordable if you're a beginner or really young. This is a great option, I think. So this is another pretty good option. It's about the same quality. I feel like these are only $1. I believe they're from their regular line, and this is in Tantalizing Taupe. These are a lot more creamier, I think. Yeah, they feel a little bit creamier. So these are pretty good. I also have a matte version of this that I recently showed you guys on Instagram, but this one is basically the same. It's just shimmery, so it's just neutral shadows. But yeah, I think these are pretty good too. They have a bunch of colors of these, so you can check them out online or in Target if you're interested. So then the last little eyeshadow palette I have is the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette. This one is actually in Sunset, so this has all rose gold and gold shadows to it. So this is amazing quality. I really like this, especially when you apply them wet. So these are a lot more like foiled and very shimmery, and these are a lot more buttery in texture. So just by barely touching that, I got so much pigmentation there. I'm just going to swatch some of these. I believe I did a swatches and review video on this, so I will be sure to link that for you guys. I just wanted to include it in this video while I was talking about e.l.f. products because I really like it and I think it's really great too. They have some other colors. I believe there's a purple one and probably a smoky one, but you can just see the amazing quality and pigmentation. Very buttery and smooth. These have a lot more like moisture in them, I guess. So now just a couple more eye products. I have the e.l.f. 3-in-1 mascara. This says Lengthen, Define, and Volumize. I'm actually wearing this today on my lashes. Just zoom you guys in so you can see. So I have a pretty clean volume. It's nothing too crazy going on. It's not like crazy volume and length, but this is definitely a very good option if you want just a cheap mascara. So you can also kind of see the shadow here too if you're interested. But I really like the brush on this mascara. It has that spiky ball at the end that I really like to grab like the really tiny baby hairs, and then it has kind of like a torpedo shape to it right here, and it kind of curves in the middle. That's the only thing I wish it didn't have, is that dip in right there, because you might get some clumping from that, but I didn't have any clumping problems. This works great, especially on the lower lashes too, to use that tip to get the little baby hairs. So then I have the e.l.f. eyeliner and shadow stick. I don't actually really use the shadow stick version as much as I do the black liner. This is a fabulous black eyeliner. I don't get any smudging with this. Very pigmented, just extremely smooth. It just glides on. You can see how black that is. I always use this on my lower lash line if I'm going to be using a liquid liner on top. Even sometimes when I'm using gel, I'll run this along the bottom, and it's just like perfect for that. I like how it's retractable so you don't have to sharpen it, and it's also very fine and keeps like a very sharp point, which is nice. And then this is this shadow stick on the other side. This is actually, it says Shadow Smoke. It's like a gray smoky color, but this is such good quality too. If you just wanted to use this as liner, you could, or an eyeshadow base. So now for some lip products. Let me first show you guys what I have on my lips right now. It's the e.l.f. Moisturizing Lipstick, and it's in the shade Marsala Blush, and this is such an excellent mauve color. This is what it looks like. They've changed all these recently. I think they're new because their lipsticks did not used to be this flawless, but you can see the pigmentation there. They have a nice smell to them, very smooth. I wouldn't call these long wearing just because they are moisturizing lipsticks, so you are going to have to reapply them. They're not like, you know, matte or long wearing or anything, but they're just really good lipsticks in general and very pigmented. So I have just a thin layer of that on my lips, and then over top I just have the e.l.f. what is this? Beautifully Bare Satin Lipstick, and mine is in the shade Touch of Berry. So this is a very similar shade, but this is more sheer. So these are a lot more like, kind of like the butter lipsticks. They're more like buttery. They're still pigmented, but they're a lot more like sheer in texture. So these have a lot more of that moisture factor to them. So I have another one of the e.l.f. moisturizing lipsticks just to show you the different colors. This one is in Bordeaux Beauty, and I love this red lip color. It's just so wearable because it's not too pigmented. Like, it's pigmented, but it's very sheer at the same time, so it doesn't look like overkill on my lips. It's not like scary red or anything. It's just a really nice, really dark, berry red color. So then on the other end of the spectrum, I just have the e.l.f. matte lip color, and this actually comes in this type of packaging here where it's more of like a lip crayon, and these are really, really nice because they just go on so well. That's it swatched right there. Very pigmented, very smooth. These feel very moisturizing when you first apply it, and then it dries to be matte. And this is a great matte version because it's not too dry. It's not going to make your lips look flaky or gross or anything. So that is it for all the products that I just wanted to quickly mention to you guys. But please let me know what your favorite e.l.f. products are. I would love to hear about them in the comments down below because they have so much good stuff lately, and they're really stepping up their game when it comes to like keeping up with the new makeup. They're always coming out with something new that's like super comparable to something really high-end. So I love that about it. Maybe I could do some comparison videos of things that I do have high-end that are very similar and just see which one is better or which one really stands up to the other. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If you want to see any tutorials using these products, please let me know that as well. And like I said, I will have a full list of these with links if you want to purchase them. You can also print out that list if you want to take it to the store and buy them at Target, CVS, or I forget. They have them at some other drugstores now. I think they're kind of spreading everywhere like wildfire. I think Walmart might have them now too. I'm not sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone. Hey everyone, so today I'm showing you my updated foundation routine. These are all the products that I use pretty much every single day when I want to get a full face or just a full coverage look, cover up any